by World Cup winner Ushpa Tesoro into the gate. New gate is in. The last to load is next. They're all in line. We are ready for the start. They're off. In the Breeders' Cup Classic, City of Troy broke near the back of the pack. Arthur's Ride out for the lead. Fierceness is away well. Outside of them, it's Newgate. Derma Sotagake is right there to their inside. And inside of them, Mixto, Highland Falls, and Forever Young along the rail. So as they pass by the stands for the first time, it is Derma Sotagake the leader, with Mixto running along in second. Forever Young is third, and will have the rail as they race into that turn. Derma Sotagake on top. Now Fierceness has moved up into contention now. He's second on the outside. Then Forever Young, Mixto, and Arthur's Ride. 22.43 was a sharp opening quarter mile. Newgate is 5 lengths off the lead. Then Highland Falls, a big separation to Pyrenees, and next another gap back to Sierra Leone. City of Troy near the back of the pack with Senor Buscador, and then Tapatrais and Ushpa Tesoro. Oh, the half was 44.96 seconds. So up the backstretch they go. Derma Sotagake in front, with Fierceness a length behind. Then Forever Young and Arthur's Ride. Newgate is 5th outside of horses. Mixto being ridden to keep up, so too Highland Falls. Then Sierra Leone, Pyrenees, and Senor Buscador. City of Troy is being motivated near the back of the pack. He has not been involved so far. Around the far turn, Fierceness. Fierceness has taken over the lead. Newgate on the attack. Sierra Leone is revving up on the far outside with a burst toward the front runners as they come to the top of the stretch. And they're into the stretch. And Sierra Leone has circled up on the outside to take the lead. Fierceness battles on second. Newgate behind them. Forever Young on the far outside. Sierra Leone. Fierceness digs in. Newgate. Forever Young. Sierra Leone close to home. Sierra Leone does it in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Fierceness was second, Forever Young was third, Newgate fourth, and then came Senor Buscador. Today was the day that he got it done. It was Sierra Leone.
Flavien Prat with an exclamation point on a 2024 that will go down in history. He takes the Breeders' Cup Classic on Sierra Leone. He had always been right there, consistently second and third, and he takes home racing's biggest prize today.
Finally puts it all together, and we said he's one of the most consistent 3-year-olds of the year, and the fact they've been finishing second and third, and look how good the 3-year-old form turned out to be. Torpedo Anna obviously earlier with her form lines through Fierceness second here, Sierra Leone winning this race, and what a thrilling finish it was.
This was an amazing ride by Flavien Prat. This horse can fall back so far off the pace that he has so much to do. This horse has had idiosyncrasies. He likes to lug in. All of these things have cost him races throughout this season. He did come from well back today, but Flavien asking him a little early, and he was in a perfect position by the time they rounded the bend. The fact that he made up this much ground on the backstretch by the time they got to the quarter pole, I mean, Flavien just asking him at the right time.
He entered the backside a length in front of City of Troy, who starts to pedal backwards now. Sierra Leone owned in partnership. Actually, Coolmore owns a piece of this horse as well, so they're winning despite losing, if that makes sense. But the table was set. He's drawn to the outside, and this is taking advantage of the backside. He's not losing ground because he's wide here. He's just picking up runners. 22-2, 44-4 for the opening half mile. And at this point, look how smoothly he's traveling.
This is it, though.
Right.
Because sometimes in the past, you want to tuck in, you want to hold him a little bit longer because you think that maybe he has just a short spurt.
Nope.
But Flavien just asked him to keep going. And despite being wide, he took the risk and thinking that that didn't matter, just kept him going, kept that fluidity in his stride, and that made the difference. But credit to Fierceness, who was part of that very fast pace, and he dug in on the inside.
Fierceness and Sierra Leone, they've faced each other the last 3 starts. Fierceness has come out on top twice, and he finishes second today just by virtue of the race shape, I think.
Sierra Leone has such a long, sustained run. And I know that in the lead up to the Kentucky Derby, he was teamed up with Tyler Gaffalione quite a bit. But this reminds me of that Bluegrass, where he put him into attention much earlier, putting him into the race, rounding around the turn, and really getting that big engine rolling and just putting him out in the clear. He's very tenacious once you do that, and he didn't have the opportunity to lean on any other horses because he blew by them when the real running started.
He's a completely different horse right now, and I think it's a testament to what Chad has done with him throughout the season. I know there was a little bit of controversy with him taking Tyler off and putting Flavien on, also changing some equipment on him, putting the blinkers on earlier in his career as well. But I think all of the little things that he's done with this horse throughout the season has helped him mature into the horse that he is today, and it's led to a Breeders' Cup Classic win.
We should touch on City of Troy. He never looked comfortable. He broke slow. You heard it in the call. He was climbing in the early stages. He took some dirt. He was so far back for a while he wasn't even taking any dirt, but he was never traveling smoothly on the main track. And he's just, bottom line, he's not built to run on the dirt. They tried. I admire it. But it didn't work out.
He was completely off the bridle going down the backstretch. And that's what you see from turf horses on the dirt.
That's right.
They just don't get a hold of it, and they don't have their confidence.
They can all train good on it in the morning, but once it's showtime and you have to come off the bridle. Sierra Leone and City of Troy were half a length apart down the backside. One ended up beating one, and the other ended up winning the race.
This 3-year-old form is just incredible. Fierceness. Yeah. Sierra Leone, forever young, running a heroic race. It was the older horses rallying from off of it as well. Newgate pressing the pace. He ends up fourth. Singer Buscador actually moved in tandem with Sierra Leone, but he was on the rail. He was along the inside, Sierra Leone to the outside. We'll pick up the replay as they go by the stands the first time, and you can see already City of Troy taking kickback and resenting it a little bit off the bridle.
He is, and you can see Ryan Moore, he's holding him there, and hopefully to get, sometimes when you're about 3 or 4 feet behind the horse in front of you, that's when you get